What is up, everybody? Good evening. Happy whatever the fuck time of day it is for y'all. I was so close to saying screw it, I'm not streaming, because it was just that kind of day. Wednesday, hump day did not treat me well today, and I was like, nope, I'm done, nope. But then I was like, you know what? I already scheduled this. I already said that I was going to do it. I might as well do it. That, and I am a little bit curious about Dawn Trail, just the slightest bit. Even if I know I'm not going to enjoy it as much as I did Endwalker or Shadowbringers, I am curious, ever so slightly. So yeah, let's just get started with that shit. Welcome back. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Terral aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Oh, fuck. I remembered. I forgot to switch something up on Twitch real quick. Give me a second. Gotta turn some channel points back on that I have turned off. There we go. And now we're Gucci. Do people still say Gucci? Am I showing my age here? I feel like I'm showing my age just asking that question. I'm 1000% showing my age. God, I love the new hairstyle. Since I last streamed, I got a new hairstyle, and I'm loving it. I haven't gotten used to it on my on the cutscenes, but I love it. Ojika gave us good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. You're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Terral. There will be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what we'll be doing in Terral, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliol is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Terral, we hope to learn more about its myriad cultures how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground and develop ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilzabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can rest assured we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kyle? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we've no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am a part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of stoic servant, I see. Ooh, excuse me. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Hoist sail and let wind take us as she pleases. Hey, yo, take us as she pleases. Don't tell me to. We're talking about the wind here. Chill. But then again, Garuda. Chill. We won't make you Dawn servant by standing here and talking about it. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. I care not whether you end up Dawn servant or not. I just need to have my adventure. I need my fix, goddammit. Alright then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders.
You know, that's a good point.
We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Those perils stand nothing in the way of the
Even following the
ensign.
safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointing me so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
It's nothing.
I could
real
use
to
that
us.
sound effect. God damn it. Like,
All aboard!
it doesn't need to be added in every attempt. Like, there's some times when it's like,
It's time.
comedic effect is
I
good.
trust you have everything you need.
Like when we're getting admonished by Yustola. I swear, I'm not always simping. Just 95% of the time. Not always, just 95% of the time. 'Tis sad thing that she won't be joining us.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits dethroned. Me, Woklamat.
Datebayo, Naruto. Hokage Datebayo. Dust. Monitor.
Smooth sailing so far?
I really need to fix the shaders, because Jesus Christ, we can't see Aaron
so
Bell at
far,
all.
so good.
He's a
But this
freaking mock
sea,
character.
She's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
It's howling. That's my best Geralt. It's not going to get any better than that. Actually, that came out a little bit better than I was expecting.
We left port
But it's not gonna
what
get better.
seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
That's for sure.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things
how's
about
it going?
Tuliolal and the right
Also,
of
pay attention.
succession.
Stop dying in Helldivers.
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself?
But
I'm
welcome
sure
in.
you have
Thank you for
questions
dropping
of
by.
your own.
Taking a break, how dare. Fair enough, fair enough. Hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're having a good day.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
I'm sure he did, Growl. I'm sure he did. I've seen you in Eorzea before. You great and famous hero. Yeah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our war band had fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. My story, well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketternmen. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural almost 80 years ago. The Mamuljas leader is said to have welcomed Ketternmen with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. Not to mention potatoes? How the fuck do they say potatoes? But the real treasures, popotos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across the Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales of Ketternmen returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during the last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet with such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. can tame many a beast, but you can't tame the seas. Oh man, seriously, nothing around, just open ocean. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shining chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Ruklamat being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamulja's bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders, not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. An adventure, I presume. I'm a merchant myself based in Ulda, especially imports and exports, Eorzin and Turali Bay. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that your social mores of Eorzia are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by names of certain clans. For the Makote, the Hitsaro, the Hrothgar, and the Jerbal, not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. I feel like this is a pompous motherfucker. If I could read properly, maybe I could have properly gave him pompous, like, tone. Oh, this will be my first visit to the Thrall. Fongitane's the name. I was working at Eshtimane's Aesthetics in Old Daw, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlene in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn Servant welcomes all, regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like a perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Bro, I feel you, like, on a spiritual level. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wiklamat and Arenville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Storms. Wait, no, winds howling. I was going to say storms are brewing. We're like, man, that's not what Geralt says.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Someone has to be seasick. At least one person. Yep. I should have guessed.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
She is a fucking
Erenville,
child.
you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Viera live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
dear.
Only elders at watch! This wind's too strong to take any sound! Man going off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Oh, hands on deck.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
That would be
The heaving
terrifying.
waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Oh, she better not go overboard.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Boklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
I kind of like it being told from Erenville's perspective.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Oh. I wonder why that is. Land ho? Question mark? So bright. Oh, so bright. Oh, flashbang. Oh, I miss the sound of seagulls, not gonna lie. Having grown up on an island and not having heard seagulls in so many years after moving, it's just like I miss it sometimes. I wouldn't go back though, because like
Mornings.
shit
Joining us
sucked
for some
there
fresh air?
So bad.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
That's good.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Ooh, excuse me.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway.
Tis true, tis true.
If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Oh. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Okay, new area. I'm curious. What's it gonna look like? What'll it look like?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Oh, that smirk.
There, look at my
That's
friends.
devilish smirk.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
I was right. Very Mayan-esque. I don't dislike that.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen
Vanu?
Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
No.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
Something tells me this place isn't as strict about its rules.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
That.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape.
Fucking
That our
stupid.
soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
That's
Are you
a scary
suggesting I
thought.
don't look the part?
Absolutely not, you don't.
Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Holy shit. Hey Maple, how's it going? Holy shit. That
Squat!
yeah, I forgot to turn that back on.
Punching jackass.
How's it going? They're going all right. How about you? I am all right. I can't complain. Can't complain. It goes. It goes. It was a little bit of a rough Wednesday, but it goes. Can't complain that much. That squat and crunch. And currently, push-ups are off because I think I have a stress fracture in my foot. 8, 9, 10, 11. I just like hurting myself. That's apparently something that I like to do since I do it so often. Definitely take it easy on that. Yes. I am indeed. Not surprised yet. I've always been very injury prone. I'm very clumsy, to say the least. It's getting warm in here. I'm gonna turn the AC. Hydrating with soju just feels right. Wait a second. I didn't realize both you and Kai were there. Kai was hidden. I saw her name, but I saw your character. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. Her character matches IRL height. Yep, I can see that. I can see that. I believe it. It's still a bit queasy. No more boots for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Rude, but not wrong. Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers then. I am tall-ish. Followers? Uklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone would be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to, command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, Third Promise. They did have a point. Uklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups as to not attract less attention. Just technically ignoring you? Not technically, we're just straight up ignoring you. You and Krell come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Uklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. I'm fine now. Really can't stand around all day feeling sorry for yourself, what with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, might as well tell you about the harbor. While you don't see any big ships moored, Arabelle already mentioned reefs and coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow draft can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats and barges for carrying cargo up and down the river's inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Tural, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their waves are unloaded here, and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Well, alright then. What dance is that? If I could spell properly. I can't. So I feel like I have it, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I don't. Monzerville Mambo. I definitely don't. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where it is. I'm like, why can't I move? Alright, but now I press on. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliola's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh right, I should mention that here in Tuliola, we buy things with Pel, a currency that Pelpalu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops here are happy to accept your gear. There's also Wakmilak. Gesundheit. Waku Mekiki. Waku Mekiki. I'm not going to pronounce that right. I am going to stop trying before I offend somebody. Another market to the east of here, but can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we head back a bit, and then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Let me guess, there's a statue of her or something. There's... I see no, Look on our faces for what? I'm kidding. What do you think of that, huh? Goodness me, you have Aether rights on Tuliola? I think I told you before, but my brother Kohana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once. Had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the right side, right at the top of the gate, which leads to Zaktural. Let's make a stop at Bright's Plot Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. Fuck it, I'll just get the shards off stream. I don't feel like dragging you guys around while I'm trying to get shards. If I happen to run into one, though. Where the fuck am I going? Yes, I know exactly where it is that I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing. Wait, that's the wrong way. This way. Everything here is really pretty, at least. Although I'm not the biggest fan of the city music. And as I say that, it changes and it is so much better. It's the nighttime music, that's what it is. Here we are. Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolal and preserving the peace. Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zor-al-Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant and Martial Stream. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alize should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I show you to the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of Telemark. Did I grab this Aetheryte shard already? I don't know if I did. I did. Dude, I am losing my shit if I can't remember that from just like not even a couple of minutes ago, right? Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhoi. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents, Yok-Tural and the southern lands of the mother, and Zak-Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legend says it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the two gods fought in a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating that as it split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale, I am put in the mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Zak-Tural, those lands are a part of Tuliolal Nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the two peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to the myriad of conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you are more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. You're goddamn right I am. Crossing the bridge to Zaktural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. Then I'll make sure you win, mark my words. I wish I could go there right now. Be patient, I swear that once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolol is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Alright, let's see. It's been a while since I've got a new weapon. Boo. 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 I mean, it's got more determination, but I got critical hit rate. Yeah, no, these are just all around worse than what I currently have. Thadge. I forgot to clear out my inventory after last time playing. And last time playing was last night. Wuklamat is ready to commence the second half of your Tuliolol tour. We'll head west next towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigible suit Tuliolol certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. I feel like I'm mispronouncing that. We get by. Now, if you've ever seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Arch of the Dawn is at the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. I've been streaming for a minute now. It's already been an hour. Shit. I feel like I'm not gonna get anything at all done this fucking stream. Because I've got maybe 3 hours max that I can stream today. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of Yokhoi Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Zaktural, to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trance. After the Yokhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tyrell. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of the houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolol. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Okie dokie, if you say so. Did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? We have residents from all the Yogg-Tural clans: Mamunja, Zerbral, Pelepulu, Moblin, Hanu. We also have Tonawata, Westaro, and Shitona, who moved south from the ancestral lands of Zak-Tural. In essence, it's a gathering place of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tuliola's diverse character. The adornments of each building contribute to the electric culture aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. So further down we go. That's where I accidentally went earlier. That wasn't exactly what I meant to do, but it gets the job done. And here we are, the words. I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll find balloons. You'll only find balloons in Tuliona. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Kona brought back plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned the construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to the other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about that word. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Since I'm like right here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this shard. There's no reason not to, right? Alpacas! Where's that llamas? Which is the one that spits? Is it llamas or alpacas? This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Tural Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliolong, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Though the gate is Kuzumuaka, the wetlands south of the city, depending on what the right of succession asks us, we might end up going in that direction. Kuzumuaka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed through? Alpacas! Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome! Like fearsome! They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Cryo. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolol, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like any ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see that there's something much more interesting. Oh boy, what are we doing? Pictures. Wait, no. These are glyphs. They seem to tell stories, a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh, then this must be. That's right. It fathers the exploits of my father, Gulol Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliolal Saga. The deeds he performed on these bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn. I'm trying to give an accent, and it's not coming out right. Tuliolal can be... Study them as long as you'd like. This one recounts the lay of her past. You can probably tell the figure depicted here is Zabral, like me. For decades, the Zabral and Mamulja were at war, control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in founding of Tuliolal. There's a clan of Hrothgar in Bosja, known as Helions. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Oh boy. Yet here in Tural, Zabral men and women appear to be of equal status. Dramatically, culture can vary with location. Good lord. Let's see. This one is the Lay of the Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozumaka. Kozumaku? They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. This pillar tells of the Lay of Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to a foreign explorer, Ket something. I never remember his name. You mean Keternman? Ah, that's the one. Keternman's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said that the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirits if not blood. But not one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketterman's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. Records say that he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it assumed that he was lost at sea. Something tells me that he's gonna have like a big part to play in the story. Like, dude, like re-shows himself like, yeah, I'm about to take over this place. It's mine now. Bitch. Like, just like that. Word for word. here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in the village in Kazamaku. All the people Alphino took for Vanu Vanu, if not the colorful plumage. He spent a far bit among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sorts. They hold this festival every year. Very famous and lots of fun. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. The Lay of Proof. That big fellow is Yakui, the largest of Tyrol's peoples. These giants once used the great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yak Tyrol. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Zak Tyrol. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate? Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urukopaka. I've never seen any of their kind, so much as they set foot in the city. This was a people with power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Tyroli history? They found something. It was sleeping, and they awoke it. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left it blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliola's history. Ugh, whatever that might be. Good lord. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Papulas whose homeland is in Urukopa. Having created our currency, the Pelu, are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliola's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tyrol. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those masks, they're clever at calculating traitors. Clever and calculating. Jesus Christ, I can't words today. Oh, this one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tyrol Vidral Valigamard. I should explain that a Tyrol Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. The fuck is preternatural? Vidral itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction terror it visited upon Tyrol every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in Urukopaka's mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valley Garmarda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeliness on Tuliola's national emblem and adored. Ugh, the banners at the palace. Fuck me, dude. Shit. I need to take a nap or something. And by nap, I mean sleep, because it's fucking like 9 o'clock at night almost. Had your fill of history? Yes, thank you. See, I do like lore, and although this place has difficult names, the lore's not bad. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go have ourselves a bite of local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. I could eat. I could eat. I can always eat. That's why I'm a little bit round. A lot of bit round. I'm just round. Wait a second. While I'm here, I might as well grab this one. Did I grab that one already? I don't remember if I grabbed that one. But we're going to check. The ones that we're missing are that one and that one. I'm sure we will get there in due time. Have you ever had tacos? Dude, I ate tacos before stream. Of course I've had tacos. Who hasn't had tacos? Tacos are amazing. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliolol classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from a corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops in stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here in Gibraltar best. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Burakubu. I mean, if you insist. I've never been one to turn down tacos.
Brokevo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Well, let's see it.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Sucks to suck.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
You don't say.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
I mean, the royalty has done stupider shit before.
Now, to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy
Didn't
our
get to see
crunchy
this-
spoils.
Oh, okay. They're in the bag. They put the fries in the bag.
Oh. Aw.
If it isn't the third promise.
What the?
What's going on here?
I don't know these ones. New salt. Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother. Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor. Glory on your name, brother. And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the Oliver chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
So this one's the one that we can't let win,
All
apparently.
peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
I mean, if we kill him right here, right now, we're good. Right? Right? He can't succeed if he's dead.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense. Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Not a fan of Wook Lamont, but I like this guy even less.
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think
So
of
which one
nothing better to
controls the
rid me of
body?
this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
Not until we've had our
Palace it is.
tacos.
I'll let Wooklamart know.
But tacos!
Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
This is probably the one and only time I feel myself on Wuklamat's side because tacos. Oops, that's the wrong button. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliolao cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alfano and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, even the eastern side of Talon Mark if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of the city's layout, I'll let you find your own way to Voluk Shunza. Ah, my poor empty belly! But on the way there, let's grab this shard. It's in route, more or less. Slightly out of the way, but more or less en route. Ah, it's morning. And now this more upbeat song begins anew. I'm just not a fan of this one. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. The trumpet do be trumpeting though, that's for sure. That's crazy. They've been sitting here this whole time. Is insane. What the heck? Looking for Ishgardian RP. Tech Ishgard is an RP focus. Nerd. What the flying fuck? You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Upon speaking to Erenvale, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yada yada yada, which means I need to take a quick bio break before this starts. I will be right back. That's the wrong button. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. 'Twas like herding a pair of unruly girls. That's so fitting, though. I understand all too well. Charlian had the same effect on me. Yeah, of course it did. Right then, now it's time we saw inside the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Trial by combat, right off the bat. That very well might be what we're in for. Is that... Estidian, of course it is, you bastard. You know, I was wondering when we were gonna run into him, but this is crazy.
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Well, yo, bro, what's up?
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
Bruh.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solanash.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Oh, so you were just waiting on us.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Oh, you're not helping? Needs more ice.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat.
Boo.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja.
I must agree, but at the same time, I do like her better than this motherfucker.
You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man.
Hope you're doing
I
well,
once
Psycho.
was.
Welcome in, dude.
My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young. And so I look to thee always for inspiration. The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamucha at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Why would he have to face you? He's already in the right of succession.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
That too. Even though I didn't know that.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Toroil and find the City of Gold.
So be it.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact.
Okay, Ryu.
If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the
El
founding of
Dorado.
Turiel. I traveled the lands of Turiel with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
And what's this? Glyphs. Wait a second, these are the glyphs that...
The Tuliyola saga.
Yeah, that.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
I'm not sure exciting's the word to
Martial
say,
tournaments,
but
hunting festivals, and now this? You do so
it
love
is
your
intriguing.
contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
You're gonna be the last to be eliminated.
The right of succession begins now.
Probably. I would love to just get him out right
with great
at the start, but
interest.
like, since it's always gonna be in the
And
final
Clemens, Remember to collect your tablets before you
issue before finishing the Rite of Succession, which I'm pretty sure the Rite of Succession is only going to be like maybe a quarter, at most half of Dawn Trail. That's my guess. I could be wrong.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Aw, poor Cryle.
Once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
I feel, maybe it's because I'm a little
Thank
tipsy,
you
but I
for
feel
your
so
magnificence.
much for Cryle right now. Like, I want to give her, like, the, nicest of headpats right now. I'm not tearing up, you're tearing up, okay? Rude.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
I wonder what happened to Galuf. I hope they answer that question. I really do. Because as far as the students of Baldessian and Cryle are informed, he went missing, right? Correct? Am I right on that? I don't know. I
Too
could be
late
wrong.
to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
No, but at the same time, adventure.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City.
That too. Golden
Either way,
City. El Dorado.
This contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are
that's the
second-guessing your
downside.
decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend.
Graha.
And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
No, you
But
can't
what's
give me motivation right
important
now.
is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I'm too tipsy for words of wisdom. I want to see where this journey leads. I've made my decision and I mean to see it through. I feel like that fits my character more.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
You want to see the Golden City too, don't you, Aaron Bell? Don't you, Aaron Bell? You like Krabby Patties too, Aaron Bell.
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise. Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Too bad he won't be winning.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Serelja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Okay, so he can't win.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Huh. I thought that you would have been talking about the other one.
Cryon, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
I don't like the sound of that. Then we got Uryo Ishida over here. And Uryo Ishida. He even got the ranged weapon to boot.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
I mean, can you fault him?
Here we have
It's
Kona,
literally just started.
the
It
second promise.
hasn't
Spent
even
time
really
as a
gotten
pupil
underway
at
yet.
Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlia. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Clavans. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That
You're a
my
brute.
kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself.
You know, that's a good
But
point.
one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Everyone's leaving before Wuklamat comes out.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I respect that.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
I mean, yeah, they're very much better than you. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling.
No, you're the lesser sibling. I'm sorry.
Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone.
You know, that may be true.
For you for so long,
but that doesn't make her a good fit for the throne.
Thank you, Namika.
She may prove me wrong.
Well, we ought to be on our way.
But as it stands...
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
You're drinking the wrong water. Gatorade.
Thank you for the hydrate.
H2O. Gatorade.
How you doing, Kyo?
H2O.
Cold water, alright, but it needs more ice. Oh god, dude, I'm a little tipsier than I thought I was. Whoopsie daisy. Still falling apart. How are you? Get better. Get better, goddammit. Take care of yourself. Ice and heat. Rotate. No more falling apart. Yeah. I had, dude. My fucking alcohol tolerance has died. It has died so much. I had one. Oh my goodness gracious! Thank you so much for the resub. Why it didn't do the thing? It didn't play the thing. God damn it, Care. Oh, dude. Well, so much for the brief union I had in mind. Papa's not one to waste time when he dedicates to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others have often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. If all we have to work with are his 7 tablets and their connection to the Toliolo Saga, might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. I thought I heard something loud. I'm like, crap, what happened? Good idea, let's have a look. And naturally, while I'm being... Ooh. Yeah. That's the stuff. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, before I got distracted, my alcohol tolerance has died. Before, and I say before because I've done it before, I was able to have 10 Long Island iced teas in a single night, and I was just fine. Now, a single bottle of soju, and I'm gone. Well, look, I'm not blackout, but like, I do feel myself a little wobbly. We'll climate the tablets if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet, then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Oh, tell me the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture. No, that's fair, but also different booze hits different. You know, that is true. I hadn't even thought of that. I had not even thought of that. Thank you for giving me some of my pride and or dignity back. It's not much, but there's a little bit. It's just like a minuscule amount. Because as a streamer, I have no dignity. I've done things on stream that I wouldn't do otherwise. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fit. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn servants said we were to retrace the path we walked to the uniting Tyrell's people. That would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer right in front of us. Papa's path is laid out in the Tuliolal saga. The events of the glyphs portrayed. Do we know the exact location where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during the festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold, that one involved in the Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. Ugh. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm we passed through the sea. Apparently it ravaged Jock Tural several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzia's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. Oh, fuck. See, that's me right now. Like, really, it would be prudent to ensure we were prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Like, I used to be able to knock back tequila like it was nobody's business, but now, no. Vodka is fine, though. Understandable. I used to be able to do the same with scotch. But after a really harsh night of drinking a fuck ton of scotch, I can do so no longer. In fact, I have the night literally tattooed on my arm. April 12th, 2018. It was bad. It was bad. That was a really bad night. I missed a little bit of lore. Or not lore, but like wording, buddy. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet me outside Sepal Thai. He went to Thailand that night. Nope, I didn't go to Thailand, but almost visited the Pearly Gates. Almost. I was too drunk to successfully visit the Pearly Gates. Shit, I'd be sober going to Thailand. No, I wouldn't be, but like, that's funny. Now I'm just reminded of all the fucking videos I've seen on like YouTube shorts of people going to Thailand and like asking random people on the street if they're, actually I don't think I could say that word on Twitch and or YouTube, so I will not say it, but you guys get the point. Let's just go with asking their gender. I've seen similar reels, yes. YouTube has very strange stuff. At least it's not as bad as like the early 2000s where you could actually see people biting it, to say the least. That was, as a teenager, as a young adolescent, having seen somebody get, you know, by a certain group in the east, yeah, it's no bueno. Who might your companions be? This guy really reminds me of what's his name from Final Fantasy X-2. Oh, Shinra, there we go. That's what his name was. At least I think so. That they just watched The Hangover 2. Yep. The internet sure is. That's for sure. That is for sure. What do you mean, Adley? They're based off that bracelet. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're Pelu, unfortunately. Gotcha. I too am happy to see your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Speaking of which, I did tell myself that I was going to go back and play 10-2 again, because I never did get through it, because I got so angry at the combat system that I just quit. But at the same time, it's like, I want to experience the story. Plus, Pain is hot. I mean, Yuna's great and all, but Pain is hot. It's called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Anything to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Someone likes goth Dami mommies. I have never once hidden that fact. In fact, I have pretty much ousted myself at every given chance. Is it because I'm submissive, or is it because I'm autistic and they tell me exactly what they want? Probably both. The Toya Law Saga features a number of Tyrell's clans. Those, two of those, the Hanu and the Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of the Reeds, and their home village, Okuhanu, is located in Kazumaku. The other smaller fellow is one of the Pelu clan business-minded folk. They appear in the Lay of Gold and crafts kinds marvelous goods. Village. Now, as for deciding which village to go to first, why don't you put that adventurous instinct to work for us. Pick our destination. Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into 2 quest paths. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelu, and vice versa. The second quest path will become available from the respective NPC once you have completed the series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak with the NPC you prefer and embark on the trail for the rite of succession. So ultimately, it makes no difference. I had my fingers on the wrong part of the keyboard. It's just like Shadowbringers. He's. See, I don't recall that portion, but I feel like that's also happened like right before I took my extended break from Final Fantasy. So what is it you'd like to know? We're at Okuhanu. We go south through the Arc of Dawn and follow the road, which alongside the... Is that right? White's decision on what to start with. Honestly, I was just closer to it, and I like its colorful feathers. There is no wisdom in there. It was just, ooh, pretty. The fighting is quite poor in some parts. Far worse, the destruction visited upon our homes. Though houses were torn apart, and several people were injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing, thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they're just hit by that hard storm. Hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if you're bound for Kozamauka, we should head over to the Ark. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Zimatir. It's all been arranged. Alright, let's go. I like the colors of that glamour. That like I don't know if I would say metallic blue, but like that very like elegant blue is very nice. I like it. Are we all ready to leave? Then onward to Kozamauka. I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that right. Open the way. But it's open. It's like literally open. I can see the other side.
Kozamauka.
Oh, there we go.
Kozamauka Terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the Marcy Trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
I never realized how much he rolls his R. His R. His R's. I'm feeling a little hyper right now. You know what it is? I haven't eaten much today.
Look at those falls.
That
Even
must be
from
why I
this
was
distance,
so
you can feel the weight of that water.
affected by the soju. That's what I'm gonna blame, at least.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
I will eat once stream is over, I promise.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
That would be bad.
I won't. I told you I've been here before.
Go
Come
eat,
on.
you butt.
Okanu isn't much farther.
There we go. Go eat, you. Shit, I can't eat myself. I don't have that kind of flexibility. You know, if you hadn't corrected yourself, Kyo, I never would have caught on to that. We'll work on that. There is no stopping the third promises there. A good thing she has Erenville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Oh my god. It just hit me. It just hit me. Like a fucking punch to the head. Erenville and Wuklamat are basically the main two characters from Aho Girl. Oh my god, it's fucking crazy. That show was hilarious, by the way. If you haven't seen the anime Aho Girl, it was hilarious. I recommend it. But I would have known, and my mental illness wouldn't have left me sleep. You know, that is fair. That is completely fair. Alas, I can fly no longer. I must ride on the ground like a peasant. Grounded, literally. Everyone has arrived, and none the worse for wear, except for a certain third promise, who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warning. Oh, good gosh, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Hey, I asked you not to say anything! Anyway, this is the Hanu village I was telling you about. Okehanu. Okanu. Bleh. Wuklamat wishes to seek out the Dawn Servant's Elector. Like our friend said, the people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from all the damage we brought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came here to do and find the Elector. Yo! Kali. Kali. What now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zanu Hali, welcome you to Okehanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during your rite of succession. So our idea about the electors were correct. We just do as Papa said and retrace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat to test my worth. All in good time. All in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our visit. I was busy enjoying the festival means I was drunk and remember nothing, right? Probably. She did say she was a child, though, so maybe not. Should we poke around a bit, then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. That's surprisingly prudent of you. What? You think I'm being too cautious? No. I'm impressed is all. You admire and respect your father, who is prone to decisive action, so I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Or never. I do look up to Papa, but you should know that he has a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is the thinker, who takes time and consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that's all there is to him, but there's more to the Dawnseer than you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of reason one day. Well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Okuhanu? Do some groundwork before that feat begins? Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but I'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Wuklamat has the right of it. The elder Zanuhali is a resident of the village. Learning more about it can only improve our chances in the feat. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erinvale, Alize, and Cryo could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Wuklamat, Miliandra, and myself will handle the northern half. Why do I keep getting paired with Wuklamat? Ah! Ooh. I got mail. I have an idea of what that mail might be, but I've got mail. First and foremost, I must get the Aetherite. I in my head, I finished my thought. I did not finish it out loud. It's exactly what you think it is. I figured. I need to clear up some space in my Chocobo saddlebag. The gaping hole in the wall and the missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. You heard about the storm. I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and help of the Dawn Servant, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there is much else that was lost for good. I gotta give it that little extra oomph on the side, just because I feel I'm entertaining myself here. Okay, chill. Don't make fun of me. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than the wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. The dry and shrunken bundle suggests the reeds were harvested some time ago. Game. Oh, there it is. Woven from the reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathers tail in particular stand out. This boat must be... Oh. I saw it at the same time as I heard it, so it still got me. I don't know if I visibly jumped, but my heart jumped. Holy shit. I need a sip of water after that. Oh, good lord. It got me. Yes. This boat must be woven from the same reeds. I seen it gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu then. F it, I can't type, gonna go crash. Yeah, I mean, isn't it like nearly midnight for you, Kyo? So yeah, get yourself some rest. I hope you have a good sleep, and I hope tomorrow's good to you. Hello, can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. We ought to hurry over to...
No sign of Zorolja, or that oversized lout.
They must have went elsewhere.
How much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
We're talking feet now?
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
You made it after all.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed.
Please do.
It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me. You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts.
Good shit.
Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat-giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Bro.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Yeah, you can't handle me, ho. Said you pack into your mommy.
Damn it, I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
Alright, good shit. Gained a level. Alright. And I think that's going to be where we call it for today, since I've pretty much hit the 2-hour, 45-minute mark. And I still have a couple of things to do tonight. So, first and foremost, let's do this. Let us find somebody to raid. Well, first, actually, before all that, let's say goodbye to YouTube, because I can't raid with you motherfuckers. So I'll see y'all mañana. Oh, yes, you went to fight it. I most certainly